Hey you guys, this is Jess with Sourceful Journey back with another video. I'm all up in the camera today. I wanted to do a quick message here in regards to this video because I had a few of you guys in my inbox just blowing my inbox up about when you gonna roll out the next video. And I'm starting to see a pattern of that, and I'm thinking like, the audacity of you guys to challenge me like that. But I know you come from a good space. Please do understand that. But just know that it tickles me to see it. 33 as I said that. So I guess the message for this video today, and if you guys haven't noticed the pattern, I'm one of those ones that is very much old school. Not only when it comes to my appearance and how I carry myself in general. Those who know me in the physical, as well as what you guys see online, you're probably able to piece it together to know how I move. But when it comes to things that I love to listen to, things that I find to be pieces that I gain such a great wealth of knowledge from, I'm very much an old school, an old soul, if you will. So I think back to times where I've heard things that my relatives would say. Or maybe some old school sayings that I would hear growing up in the neighborhood that some of the old heads would say when they're sitting outside. Things like that. So I tend to take that approach. Part of the reason is because those old school sayings, if you know, they tend to ring true. It's one of those things when you heard it before as a kid, you're like, wait, what are they talking about? But then once you get older and you start to see it play out, you're like, that old head was right. That old head was right. So this one, we gonna title this video, or could I say that? No, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Don't walk around like your shit don't stink. Let's talk about it. So, and what I mean by that, another way to look at it, continue to remain humble in all that you do. So even for those who are experiencing such a great expansion in whatever arena within their own lives, continue to remain humble through it all. Remember what it took to get there, and don't forget it. Let that be a reminder for why you need to continue to remain humble. Because as I mentioned in a lot of my other videos, and this was something my mom used to always say when I was coming up, ye who thinks there's something is nothing. So even having that line kept in the back of your mind, let that be the trigger piece to remind you to not forget who you are, but at the same time, don't get beside yourself, which is another old school saying. Don't get beside yourself and think that you're above others, even as you're moving up the ladder. Still find little pieces to remind you to, again, remain humble through it all. And be thankful while you're doing it. And find various ways to show it. I'll use myself as an example. Is for some of you guys who are newcomers who are joining my pages, kind of one of those things, I share my little stories from when I was coming up as a kid, as a little latchkey kid, if you will, being the oldest. But at the same time, just talking about my past experiences of even having to go through the shelter life. Life lessons are truly the best teacher. But I feel like for me personally, even going through all those experiences, most people would find to be extremely traumatic and would have given up. But I use those as reminders of why, I need to continue to build to where I am now and continue to move further along. But at the same time, again, being thankful through it all, but also still remaining to be humble. And in doing so, keep this in mind also. When it comes to having a humble heart, a humble spirit, God sees that. He understands that, okay, you know what? I see this person genuinely appreciates it and they haven't forgotten about that notion of remaining humble. Let me bless them some more. Even going through all of this, faith without works is dead. So you got to be able to put in the work too. But while you're doing it, remain humble through it all. And don't be walking around again like you're don't stink. I had to put emphasis on that last part for you guys just for some giggles there. But that's all for this quick video. I would say for all of those who are encountering this. And I'm going to make sure this video specifically is going to hit your screen, because it's going to hit your screen with intent. The only hashtag I'm going to put on it is an FYP. Rest assured, again, other than that, if it hits your screen, that means it's truly meant for you. And take that as the message. And I promise you guys, I'll try to be more consistent with the posting. But as always, I'm sending you guys off with love and light. And I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed, everyone.